Thank you, Chairman, and thank you to the legislatures. I do believe this is the first time that United Way has had an opportunity to make a presentation, and the timing really is appropriate because we have most recently merged the two United Ways of Chautauqua County, which is why you see that United Ways of Chautauqua County terminology. This past year, both of our boards spent a great deal of time and community conversation at both ends of the county, talking to our stakeholders, our donors, our community partners, about what a merger would look like and about what the impact would have in our community. And this past June, both of our boards approved that merger. Our membership of the United Way of Southern Chautauqua County approved that merger, and now it's in the hands of the New York State Attorney General as we wait for the Attorney General to finalize that merger, which is a legal process in the state of New York. And so we have been operating as One United Way since July. We have been fundraising as One United Way since September, and it has been a really positive experience, and I think it's going to be a very good thing for Chautauqua County. Already we have seen increased capacity. I think there's an ability to do more innovation that we weren't able to do before, and most importantly, there's an increase in community impact. One example of this was recently happened with the Chautauqua County Homeless Coalition, and we were able to facilitate for them a couple of really key things in addressing and coming up with some aligned solutions around homelessness. We facilitate a session of strategic planning for the coalition on October 17th and an asset mapping exercise with both service users and service providers of homelessness services. That report is actually now available, I think as of this week, on the Homeless Coalition website. Out of that conversation, and there's still much more work to be done in a kind of strategic sort of aligned space solving this issue, out of that conversation and that day-long sort of strategic session where we had 40 stakeholders, we also invited 211 to be a part of that. And I want to take this opportunity to make sure that everyone in this room knows what 211 is. I see some nods. It's okay if you don't. But this is a service that's provided free to Chautauqua County residents, to New York State residents across the nation because it's supported by United Ways. And everybody knows what to do when you call 911 and who you can get a hold of, people like Ron, when you call 911. But who do you call when your kid needs a counseling and you need to know a list of providers? Or who do you call when you have an aging parent and you think maybe there's a program in Chautauqua County that helps you or them kind of navigate that new reality? You don't have to Google it, which is what most of us do now. You can actually just text or call 211. An operator answers your call, you tell them what you need help with, and they connect you to a local agency here in Chautauqua County that meets that needs. You can text, you can call, it's 24/7, and it is supported by United Ways across the nation. Why that's important to this is that out of that meeting where we had all the right people in the room, as of today, it was finalized today, Western New York 211 is going to be providing what's called a short code. And if you want to know if the Code Blue shelter in Chautauqua County is in effect and open, you will simply have to text Code Blue CHQ. I don't remember the number. Don't quote me because there's going to be press on this. I think it's 41444. And you will receive a text message right away that says whether it's in effect or not, and then you sign up to get that message every day. That's a really efficient way to get that information out to law enforcement, to case managers at DSS, to all the nonprofits providing those services to know that that's in effect. It doesn't have to be an email or a public service announcement. That came out of that meeting that we had, and it was simply about connecting the right people. And I think that's something that we're going to be able to do a lot more of as a county United Way. I think we're going to be able to get some grants that we were not able to get before when we were only serving one or other end of the county, which is going to increase, I think, the resources that come to nonprofits in Chautauqua County. And quite frankly, now that we are One United Way, we're supporting 34 agencies that are helping students and babies and seniors and families struggling to make ends meet. And of those 34 agencies that are running 48 programs, 20 of them were already countywide, serving all of the residents of Chautauqua County. So it's a really exciting time for United Way, and we've been really, really proud to be able to make this happen. And I appreciate all the support that I have heard from many of you in some of the conversations that we've had. I just want to take a quick moment to show a brief video that shows the impact of United Way and really what two United Ways operating as one can do.
People think that they can do things alone, but I think you always need somebody to help.
As a society and as people, we need to recognize you're human and I'm a human. We should be able to connect. Being able to connect with other people is what makes us human.
It is very important to give back because when you do, you open opportunities, you create opportunities for other families. We are stronger together. I'm from the Dominican Republic. I came to United States when I was 19 years old, so I didn't know anyone here. I knew no English when I came here, so I attended the English classes here at law school, and that's where I met Michelle. My children loved her. She helped me with my goals to now being able to work with other families and help them and help my community. Create opportunities that they never thought they had. It feels good to give back.
Being tutored was definitely kind of a wake-up call for me. Coming to tutoring made me realize that you could always ask for help. There's always things to improve on. Lily was one of my first students. She was a little bit reserved, but I could tell she was so smart, and the reason that she was there was because she wanted to learn more and she wanted to be better at the things that she knew she was struggling with. The biggest change that I have seen in her is her confidence in herself and her willingness to be herself. There is nothing that feels better than knowing that you're making a difference in someone's life and having them make the same amount of a difference in your life.
Well, my wife was sick. I don't like to cook.
I was trying to come here after work and make food, and my mother was like, but I don't want to put that on you. The whole Meals on Wheels thing, she saw that she didn't want him to have to go through that. And I saw every day how much it meant to my parents to have this person come into their home and how great it was just to have that peace of mind when my mom passed away.
Well, it's pretty lonesome here.
And it's really nice to know that somebody's here every day.
Yeah.
Both of us, through our payroll deduction, always gave to the United Way because we felt it was very important. Nobody really looks into the future, but ultimately, in the end, you just might need whatever programs that the United Way offers.
Those of us that support the United Way, even those that don't, know people in the community, whether it's neighbors, family members, acquaintances that are benefiting from the work that United Way does. You may not think now that you have the need for support from an organization that the United Way is behind, but someday you might.
I think as an individual donor, you sometimes don't know where to put your money, you don't know how to help the agencies, you might have a passion for something, but you don't know how to help them. United Way kind of bridges that gap of bringing donors to places that need the funds. United Way makes that contribution into so much more. United Way just brings all of that together, and nobody else can do that.
You can give me 100%, and if I can give you 100%, we're unstoppable.
Una comunidad unida es una comunidad más fuerte y más segura. We are able to do all these amazing things because of you guys.
Just makes sense that if you're working together, you're going to help each other, and it's going to come out better.
We all get stronger together.
Yeah.
I hope you really heard what Donald said, the guy who got Meals on Wheels. He said it just makes sense that when you're working together, you're going to help each other and things are going to come out better. I hope you believe that as much as we do, because I think that is the kind of thinking we need here in this county, that it just makes sense to work together. So thank you very much for allowing me this time in the meeting and for your support of United Way. Thank you.